Joel Embiid has faced intense scrutiny throughout his NBA career, and it has increased at the start of the 2025 season. I found a tweet on X that's worth sharing our thoughts on. Apparently, a media member suggested that in order for Joel Embiid to be great, the first step is to show up to work. Oop. What? Joel Embiid took extreme offense to that, also because the media member made some kind of reference to Joel Embiid's late brother and his son. And I don't blame him for that. I'm Team Joel Embiid for that portion. For that portion. But this other stuff, hey, this guy only played 39 games last season. What's up?
I have to agree with Joel Embiid in this regard. He has done a lot for the city. He has. He has put the Philadelphia 76ers back on the map. He's made their brand of basketball exciting to watch. He has won MVP in the Philadelphia 76ers jersey. He has played in the Olympics based off of his play with the Philadelphia 76ers. He has done a lot for the city. But Joel Embiid, I'm here to tell you, until you bring them a championship, you will always not do enough. It will never be until they get a champion. Fortunately, your scrutiny will continue to happen until you bring them a championship. I'm just sorry, because I agree he has done a lot, but you haven't done enough, because there is no championship that you have brought the Philadelphia Sixers fan base. That's what it boils down to. So yes, you're going to be scrutinized about your limited availability, because you know your best ability is your availability. We all know that. And you haven't been there. Are you injured? Yes. I think the biggest issue here is not the fact that he doesn't play because he's injured. We get that. You made a statement. Your camp made a statement. The organization made a statement that you will not play back-to-backs. This is why we are here today. Had y'all had just been mums the word, state that he's recovering from an injury, we could probably be okay with that. But you're going to come in before the season begins, I'm not playing back-to-backs. You've already set the threshold for the media and the fan base to be like, well, excuse me, well, hold up, what? You don't do enough for us. Had you just come into the season, he's recovering, we're monitoring him. When he's ready to play, he'll play. And it just happened to be a natural progression, he may not be getting the scrutiny. But you came in ready, already letting the team know, already letting the fan base know, I'm not playing all these games. I'm not doing it. That's why we're here.
Yes.
In my opinion.
First of all, Philadelphia is a tough city to play in. If you don't know that, you better ask Ben Simmons. You better ask Ben Simmons. Got booed off the court so many times. It's tough. But I agree with Joel Embiid. He played with a broken face twice. He's played with broken fingers. He had how many knee surgeries and injections and treatments has he had since he's been drafted by the Philadelphia 76ers? But how is that our fault? We want to see the product. We want to see him on the court.
And not only that, it probably wouldn't be so bad if the Sixers were still top 6 in the East. They're not. Like, they can't even hold it down without him there. And to add fuel to the fire, Paul George, who they just recently acquired, can't even play. Like, what? What is going on? So that's why the fan base, the media is over it. So that's why he's feeling like he's being ostracized, right? Because he can't play. Joel Embiid, your injuries are one thing. And we give you a pass for that, although fans are sick of you being injured. But how are we going to avoid that, right? But the fact that you can't play because you already said you're not playing back-to-backs, which lets us know that you're going to be limited in your play anyway. And your counterpart, Paul George, is injured. And then the people that are remaining on the players that are left can't even get y'all up out the bottom. Like, what is going on? That is the real issue. Had the Sixers, or if the Sixers were playing basketball that kept them in the top 6, we may not even be here. We'll still be upset that he's not playing, Joel Embiid's not playing. But I don't know if the scrutiny would be as harsh as it is right now.
Well, I mean, he's had everybody from Jimmy Butler. We know he had Ben Simmons. He had James Harden. He now has Paul George. He had Pat Bev. He has Lowry, Buddy Hield, Tobias Harris. He's had Doc Rivers as his coach. Now he has Nick Nurse. Like, what? I guess the process...
It's over.
Is it over? They haven't even started the process with Paul George and Joel Embiid
Oh, my
yet.
God. You know what, though? Is it... sometimes you go through things and you seem to be the main. Is it Joel Embiid? Is it him? Or is it everybody else? Because right now the people you just named is everybody else. But who's the mainstay?
The common denominator is Joel Embiid.
Is it him? Are you the problem, Joel? What is going on? Because I am on board with him. If he's injured, he can't play. But then this leads me to believe that what are you doing during the off season? Because your off season is questionable.
Well, let's talk about the offseason. See, for me, it was a bad look, and the optics were terrible that he played in the Summer Olympics in Paris. Yeah, they won gold, but he should have been resting, recuperating, getting ready for the real NBA season, the team that pays him over $300 million. Like, they're on the hook, 5-year, $300 million deal for a dude who played 39 games last season. And you're going to play optional basketball in the summer? How are you going to play optional basketball?
No, because he didn't want to take the scrutiny in the summer like Kawhi Leonard did. He didn't want that smoke. He should have. Kawhi Leonard was the one, unfortunately, was like, nah, I can't. I ain't going to do it. Oh, they ate him up. Joel Embiid should have been right along with that, getting ate up. He should have been to be ready for the year, right? For the season. And he's not. This is what I'm saying. What choices, what decisions are you making regarding your body in the off season so you can be ready to play when your money is made? When?
Mm-hmm. Well, I think the elephant in the room is that we're wasting Tyrese Maxey's prime or pre-prime. Absolutely. I don't know if Maxey is in it right now, but he sure is a great player that Joel Embiid has the privilege of playing with. And then Maxey over there, the Philadelphia 76ers at the bottom of the East, and he's doing everything he possibly can, and it is just not enough. We now know Maxey can't carry the team by himself.
We know that now. Yeah, he cannot. He cannot. No. And they need Joel Embiid on the court. There is no other way around it. They need Joel Embiid on the court to draw in the defense. They need him to do that, right? Mm-hmm. And to get to the free throw line because that man can shoot a free throw. They need for him to do all of that, right? Yeah. He's not doing it. If you think championship Kyle Lowry is going to help you out, you can forget about it.
Okay, look. So let's look into some of the comments underneath this post. I love it, right? We love looking at the comments. Somebody said 5 years and $300 million is going to bring some criticism. You are not above criticism, Joel Embiid.
You're not above criticism. Not. You will be if you bring the city a championship. That gives you a little grace. That is the issue right now. You haven't done it.
And one of the other issues, a lot of Philly fans are like, look, the Sixers hid his injury just to sell tickets. Now that's dirty. And that's probably why the NBA launched that investigation too. Because that is like, if I knew as a ticket holder that Joel Embiid wasn't going, I probably would not have spent X amount of dollars for the season. I probably just would have waited and bought one game for when he comes back. You know what I mean? I would not have invested for the entire season if I knew Paul George and Joel Embiid weren't going to be out there. It's unfair. It's unfair.
That's a good point. The Sixers. I didn't see it that way, but that comment is that's it. That's the one. That's the investigation in a nutshell. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Last comment that I want to touch on is somebody said, tell him to do what he does best, fall down and get hurt and be out 4 weeks. That's horrible. I wouldn't want to hear that either as a player, right? I wouldn't want to hear that, but he does fall a lot. He puts himself in very crazy situations at his size, hitting that hardwood floor that doesn't give. I don't know why he plays that way, but he needs to figure out how to stay on his 2 feet more.
I want to know, what does his off-season regimen look like? Something is missing, right? You come into the season with an injury and you were in Paris. Come on. It doesn't, the optics don't look good, right? And so here we are now that we are almost 7 games in as we speak for this video, and he ain't touched the floor yet.
I ain't touched the floor.
And you don't think somebody's going to ask a question about it? And you're not going to get any criticisms around that when you don't have a problem to accepting that direct deposit? You giving the league their money back? You know, I didn't play today. I'm going to give y'all money back. No, you're not. Mm-hmm. You have done a lot for the season, but guess what? What have you done for me lately?
All right, so let's move on to this other post we found. Looks like Ben Simmons wants to play in the next Olympics. He said it's his dream and he want to put on green and gold and represent. What's wrong with that?
Nothing is wrong with it. Absolutely nothing is wrong with that. You have to be a little delulu to make your dreams come true. No, I'm serious. To make your dreams come true, you have to have a little delusion. And he has that with this post. And it doesn't mean that he can't accomplish it. But Ben Simmons, you got 4 years to get it together. Because these numbers you putting up right now ain't it. You got 4 years to get it together. You got time. You got time, space, and opportunity. And you got games that are waiting for you to be played. But until you do that, your Olympic, and maybe it's not in the next 4 years, maybe it's in the next 8. But I can tell you right now, not with this.
Well, in his defense, he has been injured a lot lately. And he's just now kind of getting his footing back with the Brooklyn Nets.
4 years. He got 4 years.
He will not be playing for Team USA. We know he's an Aussie, right? He'll be playing for Team Australia. Come on.
4 years. Okay, who we play for? We got 4 years. So is it possible? Yes. You have to be the Lulu in order to have your dreams come true. I believe that. So yeah, is it possible? Absolutely. But I'm going to need you to get it together. You got 4 years to do it. 4.
Oh, somebody in the comments said that ship sailed, fam.
Not fam. Oh.
Yeah, I don't know that the ship has sailed because I keep expecting the old Ben Simmons to show up every game. I'm like, is this it? Because he's really an assist man. He's not really a scorer. This is the new Ben Simmons, but I'm still looking for that old dude running the paint, just coast to coast, beautiful dimes. That's what I'm waiting for. Somebody said he's averaging a triple single and want to play in the Olympics.
This is my point. You know what? This comment is too soon. I wish you would have reserved this comment for the public a year out from the Olympics. 1 year out. Because it would have been more valuable. We would have some new stats. We would have seen him play for 2 to 3 years, 2 to 3 seasons, and be able to say, yep, he can sure enough go to the Olympics. Yeah. Right now, you just coming back and you too soon, Ben, too soon. But you got 4 years. It's just too soon.
4 years. Okay, all right. So wait a minute. Draymond Green, typical Draymond Green fashion, just talking too much. Draymond Green calls out OKC's post-game tradition, in quotes. The one thing I see about the OKC team that's alarming to me is their post-game. 7 guys in the interview. There's a certain level of seriousness it takes to win in this league, and there's a certain fear you have to instill in teams in order to win. I just don't know if they're instilling fear in teams with all the bromance and stuff after the game. I know you got some thoughts on this because you ride with the OKC Thunder.
That's what I got to say. What are you talking about, Draymond? Bromance? Draymond, the way you romanticize your relationship with LeBron James, cut it out. Miss me with this little statement don't mean nothing to me. Nah, and you doing it with the ops. Stop. I can't even. He ain't even on your team. Like, what are you talking about? But you mad at these young bulls creating this chemistry, supporting one another. They just won. Even in loss, they all support one another. What is wrong with that? What's wrong with that?
I just think he's jealous because they remind him of how he was back in the day with the Golden State Warriors, and that ship has actually sailed.
Baby sunk. Titanic.
Yes. Yeah. And they had a lot of success. And I think Draymond is afraid of that. And he knows, OKC, if they have to face them in the playoffs, it's a wrap.
Yeah. Wow. When I saw this come through, I said, Draymond, now you looking for stories. Now you just need to make sure you stay, top of mind. Nah, no. OKC, y'all continue to do what y'all do. Thunder up all day. Woo, 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 woo. That's what they do at the end of that's what they do at their post game.
Yeah.
Right? What are you talking about? I mean, and maybe had this to come from any other player, but Draymond, nah. Just it's maybe a valid message from somebody else, just the wrong messenger. From him, sure. I think.
For sure, because somebody in the comments said being serious would also mean controlling your emotions and not getting ejected. Good point. I mean, hey, when you live in a glass house,
hello. Don't throw stones. Don't do it. I can't. What else? Any other comment?
Yeah, somebody said they're building camaraderie. Oh, yes. Instead of having fun as a team, you should exercise seriousness by punching your teammate in the face.
This is what I'm
See,
talking about.
see,
Yeah, you can't.
yeah,
No,
yeah.
no. This it doesn't even resonate. I was just like, what are you talking about? You could have found any other team, but this one right here, you can't mess with. Not for that. Not for this. And not when
Mm-hmm.
they win it. I mean, what? Maybe if they were at the bottom of the conference, then perhaps. But they top of the conference that you were in, and where your team at?
Oh, and that's the thing. Yeah, they're undefeated right now as we speak. So it's working.
It's working. It's working. And guess what? The fans love it. I love it. And I'm here for it. I don't see
Mhm.
the problem with it at all. And they're all on the same team, sir.